Hey guys, what's going on? Anthony here again. I got some more Modern Warfare 3 for you guys. The gameplay, again, I'm not really big on gameplay, but if I keep it 2KD and I go for a bunch of flags, that's a good gameplay in my opinion. So anyway, enjoy that if you guys like watching gameplay, and if you guys just like listening, then you guys know what to do. But without dragging on too much longer, I wanted to hop right into the subject that I'm talking about today, and that's P90X. And more importantly, it's my friend Mike's questions about P90X. I have a friend named Mike on YouTube. I met him through YouTube. He's been a long-time subscriber of mine, and he's a friend of mine. He's not a subscriber, he's my friend. He's a brother of mine in Christ, and we both are we communicate a lot. We're very open in our lines of communication. He constantly sends me private messages, and I'm more than happy to always help him and answer them the best I can. And I thought that, you know what, I've been leaving him hanging on some questions lately, and I just wanted to show him that I really appreciate his support, and I mean what I say. If he has any questions, I'm gonna make a video for him, and this is really for you, Mike, so I hope you enjoy, buddy. But anyway, you were asking me about P90X, and you were asking me about things you needed, both physical and equipment wise. You know, if you asked me about eating and stuff, and I wanted to just do a brief overview of all that. First off, you asked me about the physical requirements and the mental requirements that it took for P90X. And yes, I did say mental requirements, because to be quite honest with you, anything physical in this life, as well as anything you're going to do in this world, it's really 90% mental and 10% physical. You need to believe that you can do it, otherwise you're not going to. You know what I mean? So I think therefore I am. You ever hear that old quote? Well, it's really true actually. If you really think you can do it, odds are you're going to be able to propel yourself to a place where you actually can do it. So first off, visualize yourself actually being successful with the program. Second off, ask yourself if it's right for you. Have you watched the infomercial? I really suggest that you do, and if it looks like something you like, then go for it. Now, you asked if I recommended it. Well, hell yes, I recommend P90X. I love it. I did it. It's the first program that I ever did as far as the Beachbody programs, and I love it. I think it's a great program, and it's a great springboard for anybody looking to really look into home fitness, which is always a good option, I think, honestly. And plus, you were talking about something about going off to the armed services, and that'll definitely get you ready for it, because it's going to get you stronger. It's going to get you in better shape. And then ironically, you asked me, if you'd be able to handle it. Well, honestly, I think you can, man. You were asking me specifically at the end of the day. Again, it's back to the mental thing. You just have to psych yourself up. You have to really get yourself pumped up and ready, and just go balls out for that hour or that hour and 15 minutes that it takes. That's generally how long a workout's going to last. Now, I know you can do it, because you've told me that you like running a lot, and that's actually what I did before I started P90X. So I know for a fact you'll be able to do it. Don't stress about that. If you can do a push-up, and you can, if you can go running and stuff, you're able-bodied to do all that, and your joints and everything hold up well doing that, you have no problem doing P90X. Will it be easy? No, it won't be easy. But again, it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to challenge you. So again, don't worry about not being able to do it. If you get yourself ready mentally, you can pretty much do whatever you set your mind to. With all that being said, though, you're asking me about the equipment as well, and I wanted to get into that by first saying that there are 3 things that you really need to do the program. Everything else is just extra that makes the program more enjoyable, or a more thorough and a more complex experience when you really break it down that way. The first 3 things that you need more than anything else: number 1, you need a soft surface to do these things on. You don't want to be doing this on concrete. It's just not a smart idea. Second off, you need to make sure that you have something to do strength training with, whether that be dumbbells or resistance bands. Now, if you're concerned about money, dumbbells can get kind of expensive. Me personally, I solved my dumbbell I just completely messed up right there. I solved my dumbbell problem with getting a set of power blocks. Now, those costed me about $340, so it's not cheap. Yeah, I know. But now I don't have to buy another dumbbell for the rest of my life, so that worked out good for me. But if you need to save some money right now initially, resistance bands are going to be cheaper, because it ties into the third thing that you need, which is a pull-up bar. Now, a pull-up bar is something that is absolutely required, but if you get resistance bands, then you can actually get a door attachment, and you can use your resistance bands as your dumbbells and your pull-up bar. So with all that being said, you just need to really figure out what you want to use, because resistance bands are definitely different, and they're going to feel different than your standard dumbbells. It's just a different type of equipment, so it's going to hit the muscles differently, but it works just the same. So I hope you find that helpful. I don't want to discount what you really need, because you do need these things, and they are going to cost money. The program itself costs about like $100, I think, or a little more, over 100. So you're figuring into a couple $100 to get all the equipment that you need. But for someone who hasn't been to a gym in 2.5 years and is in better shape than he was when he used to go to the gym, I really consider it a good investment at the end of the day. But that, again, just personally works for me. The last thing that you really asked me about was, you asked me about nutrition, and you asked me about the yoga. Now I'll get into that pretty soon. Number one, the nutrition is customizable for you. All right, I don't want to tell you what I do, because if I tell you what I do, then you're going to try to mimic it, and you're probably going to find out this doesn't work for me. I don't like this. So I don't want you to get discouraged by trying to do something that you might not like. So this is all I'm going to tell you, is a couple of universal truths that I've found that no one can really say that's wrong. These are just things that work for everybody on this planet. Fruit is good, vegetables are good, and water is good. Those three things should be major parts of your diet or your meal plan, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really like the word diet. It's not my thing. But with all that being said, if you get those three things in abundance in whatever you're eating, you're already going to see a change, because those are the three things that the body was made to run off of. I mean, it's plain and simple. It comes out the ground. We're made of 65% water, and all of those items that you're going to be eating that are from the fruit and the vegetable family, they all have water and they all have fiber in them, and they're going to make you feel better. Honestly, they're packed with vitamins and minerals, and they're packed with a bunch of other words that I can start throwing at you, but I'm not going to, because I understand this isn't a nutrition class. I'm not trying to turn it into one. I can go in depth more with the nutrition part of it, and I think I will in a future video, but for now I just wanted to give you a brief overview of that. P90X does come with a meal plan, and it actually comes with a pretty thick booklet, and it gives you a bunch of recipes, and it gives you a bunch of different ways to customize your meal plan. It really does everything for you, so you really won't have a whole lot of questions if you get it from Beachbody, because you'll get the meal plan and all that, and the meal plan answers a lot of questions. It's very well made, so I don't think you'll have too much to worry about that. But again, I'd be more than happy to make another video to go more in depth with that whole subject of eating and all that. I can definitely do that for you, no problem. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a mental note right now to do that. You asked me about yoga. Now, yoga to me is probably the most important of all the workouts. Yes, it is an hour and a half. Yes, it does drag on. Yes, it can be boring at times. And yes, my ADD does act up sometimes when I do yoga. But all that being said, it has a major upside to it. Everything that I do that requires me to use any ounce of my athletic ability has gotten better because of yoga. You need to be more flexible, see, because a lot of people forget. This is the truth about your muscles. The more flexible your muscles are, the stronger they are. And the stronger they are, the more they can do, the less they're going to get hurt, and the better that you're going to feel when you're walking around. Your posture is going to get better. Everything about your body is going to get better if you do the yoga. So I really don't recommend skipping the yoga. Do not skip the yoga. If there's anything that I get through to you in this video, don't skip it. Seriously, don't skip it, all right? So I really think you'll be able to do it. I really believe in you. I know that you'll be able to pull through, because it's not easy. It really isn't easy. I understand that some of these things are going to take a lot of time, but you know what? The way I see it is, nothing that was ever worth it in life was easy, and you have my support. If you ever have a question, if you're ever struggling with anything, I'd be more than happy to make you a video. Maybe there's a move that you're not really understanding and you're like, this move is really hard, dude. Can you like show me how to do it? I'd be more than happy to set up my camera, do it for you a couple times, give you a brief explanation of how I like to do it. I'm just messing up, and I'm not going to cut this out. I'm not trying to make a fake video. This video is just me talking real. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that I answered the majority of your questions. Again, I'm going to make another video just to go a little more in depth as to what you were asking me. But again, I hope this helped you out. I didn't forget about your questions, and as always, I really enjoy your support. Peace.